They really did this deck justice. So much fun. You will win every game. Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Winning Image here. Ask for you guys another Vanguard top 5. So with the overdress stuff coming out, I thought it'd be really fun to do a top 5 of my favorite decks from the V series. But most importantly, I want to hear from you. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite decks were from the V series, because I'm about to share you guys mine. So without further ado, let's hop into the list because I'm sure you guys are going to love it. So coming in at number 5, we have none other than Himiko. So Himiko is a deck that I picked up very recently, and I've really been enjoying playing. It has a super linear playstyle, which is super easy to play, but also has a little bit of like the skill ceiling, I want to say, just because you have to know where to put your triggers to make sure that you force the most cards out of your opponent's hand. Gift selection, even though Force 2 is just superior in my opinion. There's a lot of intricacies to this deck because I've actually wanted to build a Genesis deck since I was 13. I'm now 20. Holy crap, like 7 years. Like I've tried building Minerva, I tried building the OG Legion CEO Yggdrasil. Ever since those two cards, like I haven't touched it since, and now that Himiko came out, I finally had an opportunity because I got them before the hype, thankfully. And it's been one of my favorite decks to play of I've played almost all the clans in the V series. And it's just super fun to play, and I highly recommend you guys try it out if you get the chance. And I think it's going to stay good for a while just because like it has the really high roll like play style that V is accustomed to, and with V Premium still seeing support, it's going to be a really fun time for this deck. It's going to last. And that's it for Himiko. And then coming in at number 4, we have Mystery Flare Dragon. Okay, so Gear Chronicle and I are an interesting case. So I've played Gears since they came out, with the original G Trial deck, and like I just never stopped. I've played Time Loop, I've played ZTV. I didn't really like the Chrono Fang playstyle, even though it was the first playstyle revealed. I didn't like the Lost Legend playstyle until we got Chrono Jet, because all the bind cards are generic. You can pretty much play whatever grade 3 boss you want in that deck. So making Chrono Jet plus the Chrono Jet Trial deck plus a few minor upgrades viable with Mystery Flare. So that's exactly what I did. And then when I played it, oh man, this deck was crazy lit. This deck steals games out of nowhere. Like, if you high roll and you open up the nuts, like legit, you will win every game. Like, actually, you will win every game. And it only gets more consistent with cards such as the Gear Puppy that's coming out. Video on that soon. I love that card so much. And like, it's just a big time rush. All right, so number 3. Number 3, I was really debating this spot, but it's Sanctuary Guard. So Sanctuary Guard was my G-Series avatar, and I really loved that deck a lot, but playing it in V, I really liked it at first, but it really went down for me the more I played it, just because like I was experimenting, playtesting with a bunch of different builds, but then there's always one common theme: you have to high roll. And like, if you don't open up the 3 grade 1s necessary for Vanguard skill, you're just so behind, because if you go first and you can't do it, it's essentially a vanilla deck. And it's just really hard to play around that if you don't have any of your combo pieces such as Levero, Wigston, even Baron, and heck, even Blaster Blade, because the deck is so piece reliant on Blaster Blade. But it's still one of my avatars, and yeah, I'm one of those people, and I still enjoy playing it whenever I can. It's just not as fun as the G-Series deck was, you know, giving Regale a bunch of power and your rear guards, and then just closing out games first stride. So much fun. And then now it's like really watered down and very linear in playstyle, but also very specific, which makes it a little bit more complicated. Number 2 is going to shock you guys. It's actually Blau. Now, Blau, as you guys should know, should be number 1 on this list, but there's a deck that I actually enjoyed playing more than Blau. So I've been playing, Blau was the first deck that got me into Vanguard with Stern, and then Galaxy, and then Mon, and all these cool cards that really like attracted me to Nova Grappler. And then getting Blau back in the V series made me so excited that I play the deck in both formats, standard and premium, and it's been really, really fun. What I like about this deck is that they literally like made this deck ultra consistent, because like back in the day it used to be like very like class cannon aggressive. So because of Excel 2, it retains that aggressive play style, but with the way that they did it, where you multiple ride, you have cards that search other Blau pieces, you have a little bit more consistency and then a way to access your rear guards, because Blau, the one thing Blau lacked is that it would have great Vanguard pressure, but your rear guards have to be Blau if you want proper to force proper cards from your opponent's hand. But then this deck just doesn't care. Like, it really just needs one counterblast to pop off with Stern and Galaxy, and your opponent's going to have a hard time. With 6 attacks coming at them, usually if you have a full board with an Excel circle, it's... Oh man. First ride too, they really did this deck justice. And then most importantly, the #1 deck that I've enjoyed playing in the V Series is Dragonic Waterfall. Now, as you guys know, this deck has a special place in my heart. In fact, not just Waterfall, Dual Axe as well, Garter Strict Kagura as a whole. This deck has a special place in my heart because it's the deck that I started this channel off of. And you guys really showed up when I started like going over upgrades, and then some of you guys actually had actual conversations with on how I can make this deck better, and it was super fun to build, play test, and show you guys what's happening with the deck every time I made a video on it. And one of the things that I'm really gonna miss in Overdress is actually playing that deck, because it's been so much fun to actually just, you know, see like not just my progress with the deck, but our progress with the deck. I'd never really played Kagura before this. Yeah, I had the Purge once, but that's a completely different play style. So playing this deck like opened up my eyes to another side of Vanguard deck building after the linear styles of deck building that are in Standard, and made it super enjoyable and super fun for me to show you guys and play with. And you know, with all that, I even got to play against some cool opponents such as Philip from the Top Deck Heroes. I got to connect with one of my friends, Darian, to make a video. One of my friends, Will, and my good buddy Ramiro, Henry. It basically got my whole Vanguard friend group invested in one deck, and it was just super fun to play and super fun to make. I don't like to get emotional over inanimate objects, but I'm really gonna miss playing that deck when it comes to Overdress, because, you know, new standard's different. Yeah, V Premium still exists, but I'm just gonna play Himiko. I rolled the bleep out of my opponents. So that's pretty much this list. I just want to do this fun list, but most importantly, I want to hear from you. Let me know what your favorite decks are from the V Series, and let me know what else you guys want to see from these top 5s. I really enjoy making these kind of quick top 5 videos so you guys can get my opinions out there. So I want to thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.